Hey guys, welcome to another scripting video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a pretty advanced script that allows you to have a custom experience system that once you reach a certain experience part, you level up. This would be useful for mixing with the skill tree that I have. Now I've turned on the system, and as you can see I've got like a little bar at the bottom of the screen that says experience. It's empty and it says level 1 on the side. Now if I put add 100 experience to this one, so if I push the button, I made it so level 1 only takes 100 experience, so there's nothing in the bar because I leveled up. You'll notice now it says I have level 2. If I push it again, level 2 takes a little bit more, so it's not quite filled up. Once I push it, I get to level 3, and the leftover experience is brought over. To do this, it's very, it's tricky, but once you start to understand, it's really easy to do. So you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a script to turn it on, a script to get rid of the HUD if it gets in the way because you don't want it. You're going to need one that checks what level you are and it shows the experience bar. You're going to need a script for where it says level 3 and it detects which level you are and tells you. And then you're just going to need one that gets rid of all of your HUDs for the level. So I'm going to start with the one that turns it on. It will run the level up check script and it will run the level display check script. And then the rest of it you don't really need. The alias doesn't matter. The next thing that you're going to need is the one for turning it off. For this one, it just cancels the two scripts, and then I ran the script that turns off all of the HUDs for the level count, because that way it turns it off. It'll turn off the HUD that says level 5 or whatever, depending on which level you are. And then it also gets rid of the experience HUD bar, which is the long black bar. The next one that we will need is going to be the level up check. This one checks what level they are and kind of runs the whole thing. So from here it starts, I have it goes up to level 32, but you can change it up as you want. You just got to do a little bit of math and a little bit of typing, but I'm going to start at the very bottom because this is level 1. It wants to check the highest level first because that way it'll check, like if your max is 50, it'll check level 50. If they're not level 50, it'll check 59 or 49, and it'll go down until it hits one that is true. But if you do it the other way, because they've already been to level 1, then they will already be, it'll check for level 1 and it'll say, okay, they're level 1 even when they're like level 30. So first you want to have the else, because that just checks if everything is wrong, then it won't do anything. Then you want to have a, this is for when they have no level at all. You want else if has history level false. So if they don't have any history of a level, then it will give them history of one level. Run the script that I will show you next, which does like the level colon and 1. It will heal them because when you level up you usually get healed. And then you loop, which circles it around. The loop checks if they got enough experience to level up 2 times in a row, because it will loop and it will check again as it loops. And if it checks again and none of these are true, they'll stay on the level they were, and then the else will run for nothing. Okay, then this one is for when they level up from level 1 to get to level 2. So then it will check else if has history level equals to 1. If that's true, it'll also check if their experience is equal to however much they need to level up, which in this case I put 100. And then it will take off 100 experience points because that's what we picked. It will add them 1 history of a level. It will give them a skill point. That's just for the skill tree. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I kind of just added it. I made it so every 2 levels they get a skill point because it changes it up a little bit. Notifies them they level up so they know what's going on. And it runs the script to level display check, which again it does the level colon and then whatever number they are. It heals them, and then it does the recheck to see if they leveled up twice. Then you just copy that whole else if chunk and you paste it again. Change the level 1 to level 2. Change the experience up more because at level 1 they might need 100 experience. Level 2 they might need a little bit more. Like here I put 150. And this whole chunk right here is the same exact thing all the way up. It just it changes which level they're on, and it changes how much experience. As you can see, like up here at level 13 they need 1550 to level up. And then I went up to 32, and then I got bored because I had to keep typing and I had to keep adding an exponential value to it. But at level 32, 20,000 experience, that still doesn't seem like much based on the games that I've been playing. But maybe you want like a maximum of 30 and they have to get 1,000,000 experience. Whatever you prefer, however much you're going to give for quests and killing monsters kind of changes that too. Like killing monsters that just spawn, you might want to give them maybe 10 a kill depending on the monster and how strong they are. Maybe quests will award them with like 500 XP or something. And now that one was for the bar with the pink in it. That checks it and levels it up. Now the next script I'm going to show you, it focuses on like where it says level 3 at the bottom, and it will show that, which it would be this one. First thing it does is it runs the script for delete level count, which I will show you next. That just pretty much deletes all of the HUDs like this one that says level 1, level 2, and level 3. That way it deletes it, and then it will the rest of the script will add which number you're on. That way it's not saying like level 1 and then right above the 1 it says 2, so it's just a jumble of letters you can't really make out. But after it does that, then it will first check if they have history is equal to 1. That means that they're exactly level 1. Then it will wait just a little tiny bit to give it enough time to register. It will give them a HUD bar of level 1. And then this level 1, it doesn't have any size to it. As you can see where it says 900, 600, 00. It makes it to where the 900 and 600 place it to where I want it right above the end of the bar. The 00 gives it a small size of nothing. So there's no bar, it just has the words. Next, it respawns the experience bar with a higher value. As you can see right here, it's kind of in the middle. It says 100 because that's the maximum of that bar. Because level 1, once you get to 100 XP, you're done. So we want the pink to be all the way at the end when you get 100 XP. The next one it checks, but this time right in the middle it says 150 because that's the maximum. For checking if they're different levels, it's the same thing, but you're checking if they're level 2 or if they're level 3 or whatever, and changing the name of this HUD bar to level 2 or level 3, and changing the value of the max to whatever the value of that level is. Again, you just copy it and you change the values until you get what you want. Then if we go to the end, it's the same thing. You copy it all, and then once you get to the last number, you put else is nothing, because that way the script was ran, but they weren't leveled up all the way. It won't do anything else. And now this other script, this last script, all it does is HUD bar 0 delete, HUD bar 1 delete, HUD bar 2, all the way till you have all of your levels done. That way when you level up, as you can see it says I have level 3. If I push the button to get some experience, now I'm level 4. If you didn't have that last script, it would say 3, it would say 4, and now it would say 5 all in the same spot. And they would overwrite each other, but they wouldn't delete. So you'd have to try to figure out what number it is because there's a whole bunch of numbers there. Now you'll also need a new script. This is the one that you put in for like when you get some experience from killing a monster or adding a quest, like completing one. It gives them a history of the however much experience, waits a little bit to register their experience before it does anything, and then it runs the level up check script. That will actually check, okay, they have the 100 experience, now do they level up or not? And if they don't, then this level up check will run the else, which is nothing, or if they do, it will run the script for if they work. So that is how to, he's pushing my buttons. That's how to make an experience bar script. Hopefully it's not too confusing. For the most part, you're going to get lost in the numbers of adding, okay, level 31, level 32, and how much experience, but the rest should be pretty easy to follow. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and can have some extra use from this script.